My dear students and parents, in this video we are going to find the speed and the distance covered in the textbook questions in the subject physics in science to the 9th CBSE students. It is also useful to 10th CBSE, plus 1 CBSE and plus 2 CBSE students. What is the sum? A bus starting from rest moves with a uniform acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. Find the speed acquired and the distance covered. This is the question. By God's grace, my educational videos are available in YouTube to 9th CBSE, 10th CBSE, plus 1 CBSE, plus 2 CBSE, NEET and IIT students in the subjects mathematics, physics, chemistry, zoology and botany in English language. First of all, we have to write the data given. What are the data have been supplied? A bus starting from rest. If a vehicle is started from rest, what will be the velocity? The velocity, that is the initial velocity, u will be 0. So the initial velocity is provided from the words given. What is the acceleration? The acceleration is provided as 0.1 meter per second square. So acceleration 0.1 meter per second square. The time also have been supplied. What is the time? 2 minutes. That is 120 seconds, because the correct unit of time is second. Moreover, the acceleration is also given in meter per second square, so that we are writing the unit in seconds. The speed v is question mark. We know that there are 3 equations of motion. What is the first equation? The first equation is v equal to u plus at. The second equation is s equal to ut plus half at square. What is this s? This s is the distance. What is this u? It is the initial velocity. T is the time. The a is the acceleration. The third equation is 2as equal to v square minus u square. On seeing these 3 equations, what we understand? We understand that there are 5 data totally. What are they? Initial velocity u, final velocity v, acceleration a, time t and the distance s. Of these 5 data, only 4 data are available in each equation. In this equation, there is no distance s. In the second equation, there is no final velocity v. In the third equation, there is no time t. So of these 5 data, only 4 data are available in each equation. Depending upon the data given, we have to select the suitable formula. So here, which formula we can select? Containing u, a, t and v. We can select the first formula, that is V equal to U plus AT. Why don't we select the second formula? Because in the second formula there is no final velocity V. So that from that formula we cannot find the final velocity V. If we select the third equation, we are having A, acceleration. We are having U, initial velocity. We have to find the final velocity V. But we are not knowing that distance. I have told so many times, from one equation we can find the value of only one unknown data subject to the condition if we know the values of all other data. If we select this equation, we are not knowing only the final velocity V. The remaining three data are provided, so that no problem at all. If we select the third equation, two data are not known, final velocity V and the distance S, so that we cannot select the third equation. In the second equation we have already told that there is no data velocity, that is final velocity, so that we cannot find the final velocity V from this equation. So the equation, that is the correct equation to be selected, is V equal to U plus AT. What you understand on seeing this formula? This formula, that is this equation of motion, has come from the formula acceleration equal to change in velocity by time. What is the formula for acceleration? That is A equal to V minus U by T. From this, if we find the formula for final velocity, we will get U plus AT. How? V minus U. If we bring this denominator to the left side, we will get AT. Then what is U? If we bring this minus U from the left side to the right side, it will become as plus U. Thereby we will get the formula for final velocity V equal to U plus AT. That is the equation of motion. Final velocity V equal to U plus AT has been obtained. If we substitute the given data in this equation of motion, we can easily find the final velocity V, substituting the initial velocity as 0. Then we have to substitute the acceleration as 0.1, and we have to substitute time as 120 seconds. Thereby we will get 0 plus 0.1 into 120. 120 into 0.1 equal to 12. That is the final velocity. That is the speed asked, V equal to 12 meter per second. What is this meter per second? This is the unit of speed. Then coming to the second question. What is the second question? Find the distance covered. So we have to select the correct formula from these three equations of motion. Which formula can we select? We can select the formula distance S equal to ut plus half at square. You may ask one question, sir, why don't I select the formula to find the distance covered? That is the third equation of motion. Yes, you can also select the third formula. From the third formula also we can find the distance covered. How many data are contained in the second equation of motion? 4 data are contained. What are they? The distance S, initial velocity U, time T, acceleration A. We have to find the distance covered. So if we know U, T and A, we can find the distance covered. That is S. The U is 0, the T is 120 seconds, the acceleration is 0.1 meter per second square. So if we substitute all these 3 data, we can find the distance S. From this equation also, we can find the distance S. How? In this equation, there are 4 data. One is acceleration, the another is distance, the third is final velocity, the fourth is initial velocity. The initial velocity is provided as 0, the acceleration is supplied as 0.1 meter per second square. We have find the final speed, that is final velocity V equal to 12 meter per second. So if we substitute all these 3 data, we can also find the distance covered from this equation of motion. That is from this third equation of motion also. Let us find the distance covered by selecting the second equation of motion. What is the second equation of motion? S equal to ut plus half at square. U is substituted as 0. The T is substituted as 120 seconds. Then acceleration is substituted as 0.1 and the time is again substituted as 120. So we will get 0 into 120 plus half into 0.1 into 120 square. What is the value of 0 into 120? 0. What is the value of 120 square? 120 square equal to 14,400. If we multiple 14,400 and 0.1, we will get 1,440. If we multiple half with 1,440, we will get 720. Therefore, the distance covered is equal to 720 meter. We can also see how we are going to find the distance applying the third equation of motion. What is the third equation of motion? 2as equal to v square minus u square. From this equation, we are going to write the equation for distance. Why? Because we have to find the distance S. So if we bring this 2a from the left side to right side, it will become the denominator. Thereby we will get the equation for the distance covered S as v square minus u square by 2a. The final velocity we have determined is substituted as 12, so that we are getting 12 square minus the initial velocity u is substituted as 0 and the acceleration is substituted as 0.1. Thereby we will get S equal to 12 square. What is 12 square? 144. What is the value of 0 square? 0. What is the value of 2 into 0.1? 2 into 0.1 equal to 0.2. So if we remove the decimal contained in the denominator, we have to multiply the numerator and the denominator with 10. If we multiply the denominator by 10, we will get the whole number 2. If we multiply the numerator 144 with 10, we will get 1440. If we simplify, we will get the distance covered S equal to 720 meter. That is the same answer we have calculated from the second equation of motion. My dear students, in the next video, we are going to find the acceleration applying this formula. That is A equal to change in velocity by time. That is A equal to V minus U by T. I have already told both these equations are same. From this equation, we have derived this equation. If this video is really beneficial to you, you can share this video with your friends, classmates and relatives. You can also subscribe my channel.